It's not about her. It's not about him. No one is holding you back but you. Not your trauma, not your family, not your neighborhood town, not the people bullying you in high school, not anything that's ever happened to you. And if you believe that, then it's true. God is really funny because if you say, God, is the world like this? God, is it this? God will say yes. Everything is a quantum mirror, especially water. What you speak is true. What you believe is true. So when you wake up to the fact that you create your own reality and we are just fragments of God, anything is possible. But when you play victim, oh, I can't do this today because of this. I can't achieve this because of this. I'm poor. I'm broke. I'm broken. No, you're not. You are not broken. You are an infinite being, a ray of light from God's infinite sun rainbow. Okay? And I've forgotten this for a long time. I'm not just preaching on a high, and this is something I have to remember every day, and it's coming through really clearly right now because I had forgotten. And they want us to forget. That is what the Matrix is. I mean, the Matrix is many things, but in terms of this topic, it is everything that makes us forget that we can achieve anything, we can do anything because we can become anything and embody that. So if you want to become, let's say, a famous podcaster, then I want you to start speaking like you are. I want you to walk in a room and don't be shy. Talk to everyone, talk to different people. Even if you don't have a podcast yet, invite people on your podcast. If you want to become very rich and abundant, I want you to spend money like you are. When you invest in yourself, when you buy healthy, organic food, when you buy the nicer Airbnb instead of a shitty one, because you know you're gonna thrive in that environment and you're way more likely to work on your business and feel inspired and get shit done or film content. That is the way forward. That is the path upwards and inwards towards the true self. There is a true self version of you that is waiting for you to step in. It is literally calling you forward. The flower calls forward the seed into sprouting and rising out of the ground. Our future selves, our possible highest potential is always calling us forward. The question is, are you listening? Are you listening and tuned in to what your intuition is telling you, or are you listening to the outside world? I need the news to tell me what's happening. I need scientific studies to know what is good for me. I need to follow what my teachers told me or my parents told me, or I have to go to college, I have to get a 9-to-5. These are all outside rules. Why are you outsourcing your power when you should be calming your mind, calming the noise, shutting down your eyes, and tapping into what your gut, your intuition is telling you? We can hear God at any moment, and that was the biggest thing that religion detached us from, is that God is somewhere outside of ourselves, high up above, and we have to pray or do something certain to reach God, but God is also within in every moment. I met someone recently outside of the Self-Realization Fellowship Gardens, and he fell off a motorcycle at 80 miles an hour, bounced down the highway, and died. And when he died, he said God was this infinite, loving, white light that you wanted to merge into. But then he got taken and lived back through every moment of his life, every decision he had made, but it wasn't through his perspective, it was through the perspective of the people he had encountered. So in 4th grade or something like that, he ran down a hill and shoved this kid and knocked the books out of his hand. But he relived that moment through that kid's eyes, going, oh, why did he do that to me? I thought I really liked him. Why did he push his books out of my hand? And you can see that God does not judge and condemn, but it put him to relive through how his habits and decisions and actions affected other people. And in that moment, he was able to judge himself on how he had been. And then he had a choice to go and live another life, go back to where the spirits are in the meantime in the waiting room, or return. And he chose to return and woke up bouncing down the highway. Why do I share this? Because every decision puts us in a new track of life. And at any moment, you have the power to change what track you're on. Look at your life right now and ask yourself, where's this gonna go? If this plane takes off right now and it's headed from New York to California, okay, it's going to California, cool. If you make a 1% change in direction, that plane will end up in a totally different state over that amount of time. And our habits are the same way. Change one thing and you can end up in an entirely different place, and that can work either for you or against you. So if you really are serious about you want your dream life, you want to know your true self, you want to reach your highest evolution, you want self-realization, freedom, love, happiness, community, connection with the earth, connection with God, take a look at your everyday habits, decisions, and actions, and are they on track? And if not, I want you to look deeper at your personality. Your personality is your personal reality, and what you think and what you feel changes your emotions, and your emotions affect how you show up, how you talk to people, how you treat people, how much action you take in a day, how motivated you are. So go to your personality and start becoming and embodying and literally choose to be now who you want to become in the future. Be it now, be it today. Don't give yourself victim mentality, excuses of why you can't, or why you're not that person yet, or tomorrow. No, be your true self, be your higher self, be your future self today. And watch how you quantum leap and shift into a totally different reality.